Alright, I think we're up. Give me 1 minute. I'm gonna have to post on Discord and Twitter. Give me a second. Alright. This, grab the link. Um, Alright, there's Twitter. I guess now it's like X, but you know. Alright, then there's Discord. Alright, sorry about that. Now we can get started. I feel like, because there's a lot more, like, prep involved, it's almost like a good idea to probably, to what do you call it? To start, like, using, like, a starting soon screen. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there. But I think we'll make another shulker box. Just in case. Whoops. Alright, cool. Trying to find this picture. What was it? 1700 for 63 1627. Nice. But yeah, it's kind of crazy because I haven't been on it, I think, like about a week now, so definitely pretty crazy. Hey, sup, cool man? How you doing? Yep, this in fact is not Wayne Gretzky. Can confirm. Oh, that's kind of weird. It looked like a piece of coal, but it was actually an emerald. Oh, here we go. You can see a bit of brick there, I was about to say. It, like, looked like the structure was kind of heading in this direction. This might actually be the play right here to go into, like, through the brick. Oh, crap, I didn't bring torches. Hmm. Alright, I'll just give myself some. Give... Full hack mode engaged. That's my favorite Canadian. Aw, oh, feels bad, man. Now I want to cry. Feels bad, man. Let me just do maybe coal. What am I seeing? Nah, you're not seeing anything. Alright, so coal, and then let's do 64. Yeah, it's like nothing happened. It's like, you know, just coming back, already cheesing it, you know. Full stack, yeah, that's how, like, greedy I'm kind of being with that. That's funny though. But hopefully you've been doing good, cool man. It's been like a long time. Like I said, it's been literally like about a week now. Because I think I checked like a day or two ago, and it said that like the last time I was on was like 5 days ago. So it's been at least one, maybe even like 2 days since I checked. So yeah, it's been like a week. Okay, I think that's just regular dirt, but I can't even like tell. Yeah, I think that's just regular dirt. It almost like looks like the special dirt, but yeah, I guess it's just regular dirt. What's this brush all about? Oh, it's something they added, I think, with this update, like the 1.20 update, or maybe it was the one before this. But basically, it's like archaeology stuff. So like you can make a brush, and if you find like these like underground ruins, you can see there's like bricks here, and there's like mud bricks too. I'll see if I can find like another one. Yeah, there's more bricks up there. But basically, if you find like these kind of ruins or like the underground ruins, you can find like special like soil. You can see the gravel looks a bit different. And then if you use a brush on it, you can get like certain items. Like some of them are exclusive to like the archaeology stuff, like the armor trims. Like right there, we just got like a glass thing, and from some of the other ones, we got like candles. But you can get like armor trims, you can get like eggs for a mob that you can only spawn like through doing archaeology stuff if you get like an egg. I think supposedly you can only get the egg from the underwater structures, but I've done a lot of underwater ones and like I haven't gotten the egg, so I don't really know if that's totally accurate. Yeah, you can't find skeletons really. I mean, you can find like bones, but like it's just a regular like bone item. Pretty much the closest thing would be, yeah, like you were saying, make your own dinosaur. That's pretty much like what it is if you find the egg, you can like hatch it, and then it becomes like a sort of unique mob that you can only get through having done archaeology stuff. Or, by going into creative mode and giving yourself the stuff. That also works. Trust me, I would know. I thought this was my makeup brush. Yeah. Exposed. Yeah, I don't know what creative mode is. It's like I've heard some rumors, but I have no clue what people are talking about. Trying to see if I can get like something good. I think this might be an armor trim by the looks of it, possibly. Never mind. Doesn't look like it was, but yeah, you can get some armor trims like exclusive to these structures, which is like pretty interesting. Um, I feel like I should have attempted like going through this like from the top down, because like going upwards feels kind of like weird trying to like find the entirety of like the outline. Some dude flying around in your world, what a nerd, building stuff. Yeah. Also, I just realized, you should probably check like the YouTube thing, because I don't think it has the thumbnail. I don't even know if there's like a way for me to like check that. Maybe if I click edit. Yeah, I don't think I can actually change that, but oh well. Yeah, it's kind of weird how like the YouTube um like a live thing works. Like it's not really as simple as just like, clicking like go and then everything's like working 100%. What? Wait, did you post that on YouTube? I can't even tell because for some reason in OBS it's like cut off. Because normally it's supposed to show like an icon of what platform the message was posted on, but like for some reason, yeah, it's like just completely cut off. But anyway, yeah, it's like really weird. What's planned for your YouTube video? Honestly, probably something that you wouldn't really be interested in. I was planning on making like two of them, but they're basically like kind of like crypto related. Um, yeah. Basically, like one of them would be like talking about like my opinion on like how like this sort of platform, like a platform, kind of like declined. And then the other one would basically be talking about how like one of the games on the platform that I play has declined, and like the sort of like future. Oh, look, there's a cauldron here. And the sort of future of the game. You know, it's like probably not something you'd really be interested in, but I kind of want to like make that. It's just that it's like a lot of work. You know, I'm a crypto bro, really? I'm kind of surprised to hear that. But yeah. Because basically, I guess, like, sort of, like, you know, a bit of spoilers is, I don't know if you remember, like, I think it was, like, a year or two ago. I think it was a year ago. I think I might have mentioned, like, on when I was playing on the last server that I became, like a Discord moderator. Also, here's, like, one of the armor trims, you know, that you can only find in the what do you call it? These underground ruins. But yeah, I became a Discord mod for like a game on a like sort of crypto platform. Um, but yeah, the game's been kind of like dead. And like the platform itself has like been like dying. Um, so it's like, you know, I kind of wanted to like talk about like both, mainly for the game because like, you know, I get like as the like one of the moderators for the game, like the other moderators, because it's like a community thing and it's like, you know, obviously it's not like really paid and it's more like in a sense kind of like a volunteer. Um, Most of the other like mods are active, so I'm kind of like the most active one. So I get like asked a lot, you know, like what's happening with the game, and even though like I don't want to like sort of like roast the hell out of the game itself, I think it's like worth kind of like making something to like discuss like you know what I know and like what could happen in the future, basically. Portfolio was over 15K. Too scared. Yeah, see, I don't know what's up with the chat, but it's, like, cut off. I don't know if there's a way for me to, like, refresh that. Oh, wait, never mind. I see why it's like that now. Never mind, I'm stupid. Okay, too scared to check it now, though. Oh, for, like, crypto stuff? Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't really, like, blame you for that, because, you know, not just, like, not just crypto, but I think, like, you know, pretty much most stocks and crypto is like just, you know, has decreased in value. So there's like a high likelihood of like when you got it, it's probably gone down. Unless you got like some really like low key one that no one knew about and then it like took off. Like even if it was still technically like down from like an all time high, maybe it would still be, you know, like a lot of still profitability from when you got into it. But yeah, I think there's a high likelihood it's probably like gone down, so I wouldn't really like blame you for not checking that. Oh, whoops! I accidentally broke one of the special blocks. But yeah, it basically is like what you mentioned. Oh crap! Yeah, there's like water everywhere here. It's like called the Gunship Battle. Crypto conflict, and it's yeah, like you were basically saying, it's basically like an existing game. It's just that it added a like a crypto aspect. Like I was playing the original one for like I think a couple of years, pretty much before the the crypto one, but then they, released the crypto one, and then they were like recruiting moderators, and I think that's how I got like selected. Was because, like that was one of sort of like the qualifications, like, in a sense, was that like I had a lot of experience with the previous game, so like I pretty much knew like a ton of like technical stuff about the game, so I could like answer people's questions like pretty easily. But yeah. But anyway, like I was saying, it's like a little bit of spoilers for like the thing, but basically the platform it's currently on, it had like a lot of issues. Like for example, their like token got like, it's a South Korean company, like it's called Remix. And like basically they got like delisted off of like pretty much like every high profile like South Korean exchange. They got like delisted, and that like caused the coin to like tank basically. And like a lot of the games on there are like, not even that good to begin with. So it's kind of a bit of a weird situation, but like I said, I got asked like a lot on like, what's going on with the game and like what the future holds kind of. And even though obviously it's not really like an official source coming from me, it's like, I figured I'd like kind of note down my thoughts and like stuff that I have like found that's like, sort of public knowledge. Sup, psyched. Explorer, I'm gonna be rich though, so I'm gonna mod myself. Oh yeah. Alright, maybe let's grab some more fireworks. And then I'm gonna like teleport back, and then maybe we'll just like fly around. But yeah, I kind of hope things like turn around, but that's the thing with the economy is like, some people are like really optimistic, and then other people are like kind of like, it's game over, man. They're like, saying it's like the end, like that's never gonna recover and stuff. It's like kind of interesting to see what people are saying. And sometimes, you read like an article about like the actual numbers with things like inflation and stuff in like various countries, and it's like I'm not really like oh crap. I'm probably gonna have to change my batteries here. I'm not really like an expert with that stuff, so I'm not really someone that can really give an opinion on that. But I kind of do hope that that it picks up for obvious reasons, because in bull markets it's like really easy to make money on stuff, just because like pretty much almost everything seems to like go up. I think that was kind of like what it was like pre-COVID was, like pretty much everything was going up, so you could get like pretty much almost any stock, and then like have it still, go up like a pretty reasonable amount. I still think our Twitter convo was so funny yesterday. Oh, what about like you unfollowing and unsubbing? Yeah, honestly though, like I don't really blame you, because yeah, like I feel really bad, because it's like, I'm kind of like ghosting the stream in a sense, because I think I like mentioned this on Twitter, but it's like it's mainly has to do with my sleep schedule, because like when I think about streaming, it's like I'm like kind of eager to hop on, but then it's like because my sleep schedule is so messed up, it's like I'm normally not even like awake really around the time that I try to go on at. And then on top of that, even if I am awake, or even if I say like, it's not the normal time, but I still want to like go on and do something, then it's like I think like, oh well, what am I gonna do? And then obviously, oh, my controller just died. And then I think about like playing Minecraft, and then it's kind of like, in a sense kind of kills the mood a bit, because I'm not really like wanting to play Minecraft too much. Because yeah, I think like straight up, I'm just, hopefully these batteries work, otherwise I might have to like step out and get more. Um, but yeah, I think like subconsciously I'm just like still burned on Minecraft because yeah, well, once I think about like hopping on and like just building my base, I kind of lose like a lot of motivation to play. Alright, yeah, these are about to die too, so this is kind of like really stupid. Uh, Filed. My cease and desist already. Feels bad, man. Gotta go right now. I gotta sleep because I started work. Yeah, no, alright, sounds good. Thanks for stopping by, cool man. I appreciate you. Alright, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to like step out and like get more batteries because these are about to die. So I'll be back in a minute. I'm just gonna like take out these current batteries. Hopefully we don't like die. And let me put my controller down. Alright, yeah, I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. I hope these batteries actually like fit in here. Um, there we go, full batteries. Um, but anyway, I just kind of like recap what we were talking about. So yeah, like it's my kind of goal to make like a couple like videos. Um, on what I was talking about earlier with like the WeMix stuff and crypto conflict. So it's probably gonna be a lot of work. Like I got some footage. I think I'm just gonna use like the same footage for like um, both videos. I think like the WeMix one will probably be like pretty short because I don't really have too much to say. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. Look at this. Inside of one of the glaciers, there's like a lava thing. That's pretty sick. Um, but yeah, for the WeMix one, I don't really have too much to say. You know, mainly maybe just like a brief like kind of summary in a sense, where it's like, oh yeah, you know, this is like what happened, and then like can maybe mention like the delisting and stuff. And then talk about like my own like sort of personal thoughts of like what might happen in the future and stuff. But there's not really too much to say with that. It's just that I figured it's like worth making a separate thing and then having like a separate one for crypto conflict. But I'm kind of interested to see what happens with the crypto conflict one because I think it's like probably gonna cause like some problems. Because as I mentioned, like I am a mod there, and even though I'm like not gonna advertise the video on the server, I think it's like a matter of time before like once I release it, which you know could be a long time because I still have to like do a lot of like editing. Like I haven't even started editing stuff for like, you know, recording the script. I still have to go back and even like double check that the script actually is like somewhat okay because I've never done it before. So like some sort of topics, like I have like different segments. Some of them are literally only like a couple of paragraphs, and like sometimes I talk fast, so like it could like even though the script is long, it could be like a extremely short video if I'm like talking fast or something. Because I think when I record the lines from the script, I think I'm just gonna do it kind of like in one take. I don't think I'm really like interested in like doing multiple takes for each line and then like choosing the best line. It's like I want to put effort into it. I think yeah, it's a wooden hoe. I want to put effort into it, but I'm not really like willing to put like more effort than is like kind of needed to make like something potentially decent. Also, this is like sick how this is like under the ice like this. It's like so close to the surface, the ruins, and there's a shipwreck like right next to it. Cool. But yeah, that's kind of my plan. Is like hopefully I can get one of them done this week because today's Monday. So I think I'll probably end up like doing that. Like instead of even like thinking about possibly maybe coming on like late at night, I'll probably just spend that time working on that stuff. But I'm hoping to get back into streaming regularly. Again, the only problem is as I was saying, it's like I think subconsciously I'm still like burnt because like I really want to play something else besides Minecraft, but I don't really think we have enough time before Starfield comes out. 'Cause Starfield is in like 2 or 3 weeks, so we don't really have time to play like a single player story game. And even though okay, that's a gold nugget. Let me just break that. Even though, I'm still like a variety streamer, it's like, to grow like more easily, you gotta like stick with like one game. It's a lot easier to grow if you're like sticking with like, a small selection of games instead of like constantly jumping around all over the place, which is why like I don't wanna like really play something that I know that I'm not going to be playing for like a long time. Like, let's say we jump to some game and then we like, maybe manage to get some followers on there. It's like if they follow for that game, it's like, they're not going to be long-term followers because it's like if I'm only playing that game for a couple weeks or something, then, it's like you kind of know going into it that you're not really there for the long term. So it'd be kind of like pointless to play something to possibly get new followers if like, the odds of them sticking around for other stuff are slim. I mean, obviously, it's like that with any game. Where, most people, they typically follow for that game, and then if it's like something else, then they're not really interested. Which, I'm kind of the same way, so, like, I'm not really saying that necessarily as a bad thing, but, let me break that. But, yeah. I don't really, like, let's say if we start playing GTA for a couple of weeks, it's, like, obviously a lot of the people that would be, like, showing up and following would be wanting to see GTA. But, like I said, if I know I'm not, like, gonna be playing that long term, it's, like, I wouldn't really say it's like misleading. It's just that, it's like there's really no point like trying to sort of grow an audience on a game that you won't be playing for long at all. I think that's a gold nugget. But I'll just like finish that. Alright, I think that's probably good. Maybe we'll keep going. That looks like it could be an interesting cave. But yeah, I don't know. I just hope that, Starfield is good. Now there's a village here. And I also hope that that we manage to get a key for it, because then we can play it, before most people. Because I think a lot of people, I mean, I might be wrong, there's probably like a lot of hype surrounding Starfield. But I feel like because it's coming to Game Pass, like, probably most people aren't really gonna pre-order the game, because, if you can just, like, get a subscription for, like, 2-3 months and, like, do everything you want to do, and then, like, pay, a fraction of the price for then, like, instead of paying for it, like, outright, then, I feel like most people will go with that route, especially on, like, Xbox, and PC. I mean, I think it's only coming to Xbox and PC, but, I think that just makes sense that most people will probably just wait for it on Game Pass instead of, like, paying for the full game. But, like, if you pre-order the Deluxe Edition, or I guess, if you manage to get a key, which is for the Deluxe Edition, then you can play, I think it's going to be, like, 5 days early before, like, everyone else. So I'm kind of hoping to get a key. But that's also one of the reasons why I need to kind of like get back into streaming regularly again, is because when those like key sites for streamers like look at like who to give a key to, obviously they look at things like, your like viewership and like activity and stuff, because they want to like make sure that that you're going to be creating stuff for the game. And also, like, speaking of, like, creating stuff, YouTube Shorts are being updated, I think, at, like, the end of the month. And they're getting rid of the ability to, like, add links into the comments and descriptions of Shorts, because apparently, I guess, like, they're claiming that, like, people were being scammed. That's, like, a marble, so there's, like, some geodes up there. I think. But yeah, I guess a lot of people were like scamming using that, because like, when I'd make shorts like advertising the server, I would include like a link on like instructions how to join from Bedrock. But I guess that's like not really, it's not really an option anymore. Because, yeah, they're removing that feature in, like, a couple weeks, so there is a chance, we might be able to, like, make some more shorts if I'm, like, active and we manage to get some clips between, like, now and then. Maybe we can make, like, a few more. But soon, yeah, it will be changing. Which kind of sucks because, yeah. Even though I don't even think we got people joining from either from TikTok or the YouTube Shorts, I think, like, just the concept of it, it was, like, a good way to, like, advertise the server. So it kind of sucks that even though, like, we can still do stuff to advertise the server, it's, like, not really going to be as easy because, like, a lot of people probably don't even know that you can join Java servers from Bedrock. And even if they, like, know it's possible, they might not even know, like, how to do it. Just trying to take a look at my wings there. But yeah, I'm just trying to think of, like, what to do. Like, right now, we're just flying around. As you could kind of, like, tell, my goal was mainly just to, like, look for some of the archaeology stuff. I was hoping those underground ruins we were at, like, earlier, like, not the underwater ones, but the ones that were on the surface. Well, it was, like, technically underwater as well, but it was, like, it's, like, meant to be one of the above-ground ones. But I was hoping that we would, find like more stuff there. Like I was hoping the structure would be a lot larger and there'd be more stuff to use the brush on, because when we had found like one of those before, it was like pretty large and had like a lot of gravel that we were able to use the brush on. I'm trying to see if I can find like a jungle temple, because I had found one before on the server, but like I didn't have a brush, and I think like some of the suspicious soil can spawn at like jungle temples, so I'm kind of like hoping that we can find one to like not only check if that's true, but if we do find some, maybe we can get some like exclusive stuff to jungle temples, because I think not even talking about like the soil, but just in the chests of jungle temples, I'm pretty sure you can get like a special armor trim that's like unique to jungle temples. But yeah, I'm not really sure entirely what to do. Like, that's the thing that's kind of sucks about the server at the moment, is that, like, I think at the moment it's been kind of dead, because, you know, I haven't really been on. Because, you know, I've mentioned this before, but for the server to kind of, like, be active and, like, kind of alive, you know, to have, like, the potential of getting new people on, like, I have to be on, so if I'm not, like, if I'm not on, kind of, like, you know, advertising the server in a sense, then we're not, like, getting new people, and then obviously without new people, it gets, like, stale for existing players. But yeah, that's like kind of the weird position we're in, is, you know, like I'm kind of like a bit burned on Minecraft, so I'm not really sure what to do, because it's like there's not really anything for me to play in the next like 2 to 3 weeks. And even in terms of like Minecraft, it's like I don't really want to play Minecraft at the moment. Like I want to stream, it's just that there's like nothing that I'm interested in like streaming at the moment, which kind of sucks. But, you know, like I was saying, it's like if I'm not on, then the server's kind of like dead, because there's like no influx of new people, and then also the people that are like already members of the server, they're like not playing as much anymore either, because, you know, I'm not on. So yeah, it kind of sucks, because I'm also trying to think about like what to do about like the server, because I haven't really checked how many people have been on over the past like 2 to 3 weeks. This place looks amazing. But if I had to guess, I'd be surprised if more than like 3 or 4 people were on over like multiple weeks. Because even like when I was still playing before, it like was kind of inactive, like leading up to around when I stopped playing. So I'd be kind of surprised if there were still, like, you know, more than a few people, like, actively logging in. But that's what I mean. If the server's, like, dead, like, to that extent, it's not really worth keeping it up if I'm not playing on it, so we'll kind of see what happens. Because it was kind of my goal to keep it up, like, all the time, even if I wasn't, like, actively playing Minecraft, but obviously there isn't really a point of doing that if, like, no one is playing on it, because then, you know, then it's just kind of like a waste. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I know it's like a like huge long shot, but like the server hosting provider, Apex, they do like typically monthly like giveaways where they give out like a server for like a free server for a certain amount of time, and then also some other stuff like Steam gift cards and stuff. And that's what they're doing this month. They have a giveaway where you can win like what we have, like a 2 GB server for like 6 months. So even though it's like a long shot, I'm kind of hoping that maybe we can like win that. And then this cave looks like really promising already. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this. Kind of hoping we can win that, and then, like, you know, basically get the server for, like, free for 6 months, and then, you know, they update Minecraft every 6 months, so then there's a chance, like, after those 6 months are up, that we'd be going back to Minecraft anyways. And then, you know, if we got back into the game, then it would make more sense to actually, like, be paying for it, but it's like, I don't want to shut the server down, but like I said, if there isn't really anyone playing on it, including myself, then there isn't really a point of keeping it up. So, like I said, I haven't checked, but I don't know how many people have been playing since, like, I've been kind of inactive over the past, like, 2-3 weeks. But, you know, I have a feeling it would probably confirm, like, what I suspect is that, you know, like, there aren't really many people playing. But, you know, we shall see. Also, I think this is the first time I've gone. Oh, like, there's a mangrove swamp. I think this is the first time I've crossed like 10,000 blocks on one of the coordinates. Because normally I like had been trying to stay within like the 10K block radius, but now we're just kind of like, you know, talking and flying. So I haven't really been paying attention to that until just now. It's interesting how, like, the mud is, like, on the top of the mountain there. That was close. It's crazy how stuff is, like, struggling to load. I think I'm gonna grab some of these hay bales. I was gonna say as well, like, it probably makes more sense maybe for me to not go, like, too far out because, are we, like, lagging? Uh-oh. It doesn't say we're dropping frames, so I don't really want to say it's my internet, but maybe it's, like, the connection to the server or something. I don't have the server panel pulled up, but as you can see, it's, like, lagging pretty hard. But like I said, I don't think it's my internet. Oh my god, what is happening? Don't really want to play anything else. Or, like, you know, that I wanted to stream, but I just didn't really have anything that I wanted to play, including this. You know, it's like I'm not really sure if I want to, like, keep doing a ton of Minecraft. We never ended up finishing our base, which kind of sucks, but you know, it is what it is. I should also probably mention, though, that, like, this server, I'm, like, I want to use it again in the long term, so even if we take a break from Minecraft at some point, I'm, like, planning on coming back to the server, so even though we haven't, like, finished our base, we'd be able to finish it, like, whenever we return, if I took a break. Ace of Bucket Man, how you doing? Alright, let me keep flying, but yeah, I think I want to stay closer to my base, because I don't really want to, like, load too much terrain, because we don't really need any new terrain. The more terrain we load, maybe I'll actually just teleport back. The more terrain we load, the more difficult it is in the future to find, like, new stuff and, like, future updates, because I'm gonna have to go, like, further and further out. So I think we'll just do that. Well, let's just, like, save us fireworks. I think on how far we were out, we might not even have had enough fireworks to get back. Alright, I'm gonna actually take that out and then just throw it in here. But yeah, it's going pretty good. I'm just like kind of chilling, not really doing anything. Armor trim, I'll just like throw it in there. Whoops. Coal, I'll throw in there. I'll put like the brush in here. I'll throw out this one because it's like half durability. Just gonna throw away this obsidian. How many days did it take to build your base? I mean, my base isn't really like done. Like this is my base. Like here, it's like, you know, I just made like the sort of a glass case, and I was gonna like make a base in there, but I have yet to actually like build the base itself because I've been working on the outside. You can see like I kind of like flattened it, and then I've like replaced it with sand around here, and added like, you know, glowstone and stuff at the bottom. So that's kind of like mainly what I've been working on in terms of my base. But yeah, the stuff out there I didn't build. If that's like what you're referring to, but yeah, takes a lot of like work to get this this stuff. What's up, D-Main? Because yeah, like I think I spent like on the ocean over the course of like a couple weeks at least. Like I wasn't on every single day, and when I was on, I was only on usually for like a few hours at a time, and sometimes I'd be doing other stuff like, you know, mining or something like that. But yeah. It's kind of, maybe I should have like shown like a before and after, like shown what it looked like before, like taking screenshots and stuff. But yeah, we kind of like flattened the whole area, and obviously it's like was such a huge pain to do because it was underwater. And then we had to like, you know, add that like glass case, and then we had to like drain it of water. It was like, yeah, it was kind of a lot of work. And then we also had to flatten that. It was a lot of work, and you know, we're still not even done because, like I was saying, as you can see, like the base itself hasn't even really been like started on yet. Because I'm still not really entirely sure what I want to do with it. So yeah, if you hit 1K someday, I appreciate it. Yeah, it'd be nice to hit 1K, but I think that's probably like pretty far away. But I appreciate the sentiment. Alright, let's replant this. I think speaking of the base, though, I should probably like start getting stuff together to maybe work on the base. I think I have clay over here. I don't really remember how to make bricks. I think you might need like actual clay pieces. Alright, let me grab this. Let me just like throw on some sticks. I think this makes hardened clay or like terracotta, right? I think that's how it works. Yeah. Whoops. Alright, that is not what we want. We want bricks. Let me just grab like a ton of coal. Alright, so I guess that's good enough. Or maybe for like one of them we can just split it. I think I'm gonna have to make like another shovel with just like regular efficiency. Also, speaking of that, my regular shovel is kind of close to breaking. Alright, I'm gonna go through these chests and like see if we can get like any clay from here that we have, because yeah, I think we did have like a little bit. that we got from when we were flattening the ocean around our base. But I think we have to break this with a normal shovel, get like the tiny clay pieces, and I think that is what you have to cook to make bricks. So yeah, we don't have too much, but I think that's like a decent amount to get like started with. So diamond. Shovel. Let's go over here and enchant. Thankfully, we have like a ton of levels on us because we weren't really doing much with them. Unbreaking 3. Okay, that was bad. So I don't really have to go to the end to, you know, farm XP, which is good. All right, that's perfect. Wait, does that say fortune? It does. I think that's like fine though, probably. See if we can get over here. Alright, let's see if this works. I just want to confirm, but I'm pretty sure I already like know the answer that this makes bricks. Nice, alright. Let's just do this. Gonna join? Awesome. Alright, let's just break this down. How much stacks is that? I don't think this is gonna make, like, a lot of bricks, because, even though we're breaking this down into the clay pieces, once we cook it up into bricks, I think it's like 4 bricks to make, 1 brick block. So, I think even though, like, you know, we're getting tons of the clay pieces, at the end we're gonna have, like, the same amount of, like, clay blocks as we did, or we'll have the same amount of bricks as we did, like, clay blocks. It's not really, like, you know, gonna be different. Which is, like, one thing that is a little bit, like, weird about that. Oh, crap, we need coal. Who made this server? I did. It's like, that's why it's kind of bad. No, I'm just kidding. Sort of, not really. Yeah, this is the first Java server that I made, so I had to do like all the like plugin configuration and stuff like that. So yeah, that like took a long time to do because it was like I'd never done it before. Normally, when I like made servers, it was just like through the Bedrock realms, and it was like core vanilla with like no plugins or anything like that. So wasn't really like that interesting because, you know, it was just like a core Minecraft world. But yeah, one benefit about this server is you can kind of get like plugins and stuff to make it like a bit interesting compared to regular Minecraft. But yeah, I'm not an expert at configuring them, so I know with like some of them, sometimes there's problems. Also, I heard that notification go off, but I'm not like seeing a message from Botrix. I don't know if I can like maybe just pull that up quickly. I don't know if it has like an activity feed, but I heard an alert go off, but yeah, it's not like showing me what the alert actually like was. So let me log in and see if I can like fix that, if it's like an issue. I think it even like displayed an alert. Because, like, if it made the sound, I think the thing in OBS is working. Settings. Chat. Link protection. Okay, I see. I think now it should let me know in chat. I don't know if there's a way for me to, like, see what happened before. But regardless of what that alert was, I appreciate it, because I'm assuming it was something good, probably. Yeah, it should be working now, hopefully, assuming it, like, saved properly. Maybe I should actually, like, oh, I already closed the tab. I was gonna say I should probably check that to see if it actually, like, saved properly. I could see, like, you're dying a lot. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna cheese this for you. Wrong thing. Time, let's do day. Just because I know if you're starting out, it can be kind of rough. Also, I should probably, like, show you. I mean, it was mentioned in the rules. If you do, like, commands in the chat, it should give you, like, a response on, like, how to run them. But yeah, like, if you were to do, like, !kits in the, like, the YouTube chat or Twitch chat or Kick chat, also, like, I just realized I should probably update the rules thing to include, like, YouTube there. But it would basically tell you if you do /kits, I think works. Whoops. Or /kit, maybe. Yeah, if you do /kit, it brings open a menu and you can claim a thing. I think it's every, like, 30 minutes or every hour. You can claim, like, a starter kit, which gives you, like, stone tools, leather armor, like, a bit of torches and some food. There's other commands you can run there as well, like, that it talks about, you know, like, there's better claims. So, like, perfect example is you can see, like, there's, like, someone living in that house over there, and they have a claim here, so I think this, yeah, I think that lets me break it, but, wait, doesn't that? Okay, yeah, that lets me break it. So you can see, like, this is my plot. I, like, have a plank down there marking it. There's, like, a 1-block space in between. But you can see this is someone's plot, and, like, I can't break their stuff. I mean, as, like, the server owner, there's, like, a way to override that, but I have it on just so I don't, like, accidentally destroy stuff on people's property. But yeah, you can, like, set up claims so, like, people can't, like, destroy your stuff, and they can't open chests on your property, that kind of thing. What was the other one that it was talking about? Yeah, there's also streaming drops. It only works if you're on Twitch, unfortunately. But yeah, there's, like, a sort of plugin we have where if you have your Twitch linked, you can get, like, drops for watching. I'm gonna put the clay in here. We'll slowly turn that into bricks. Because I think I want to try using, like, bricks as the building material for our base, for, like, the floor and maybe, like, the walls and stuff. I used to really like bricks, like, way back on Minecraft Xbox 360 edition. Obviously, that was mainly because there weren't anywhere close to as many blocks. So, like, bricks was one of the kind of, like, cool building blocks at the time. Like, back then, I don't even think we had stone brick yet, because I think stone brick was, like, 1.8, and, like, when Minecraft first came out on 360, I forget the exact version number, but, like, there wasn't the hunger bar, there weren't even, like, pistons. It was, like, kind of crazy, but, yeah. Point I'm trying to make is that there weren't many blocks. But, like, back then, I kind of liked using bricks, and I don't think I've really used bricks in anything since, like, all the way back then. So yeah. I kind of want to try using it in a build of some kind. Are you live on Twitch right now? I am indeed. Yeah, I multi-stream, so basically we're on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Probably gonna cook up this iron real quick. Alright, I'm gonna bring the sugar cane over to what do you call it? To, our villager area. And we'll try, like, trading with the villagers to get some paper, or, some emeralds for paper. What's your Twitch? It's the same as, my YouTube. Just Patriotic Acorn. It's, like, the same on pretty much everything. Like, all platforms, that's, like, my name. Alright, cool. Whole lot of paper. Alright, let me pull out the shovel, because if we have the shovel out when we trade with the villagers, the XP will go to repairing the shovel, because we have mending. So do I have iron in here? I think we can maybe do some iron trades. Gonna go to Twitch now? Sounds good. Yeah, you know, even though, like, we're on all those platforms, I would honestly recommend, going to Twitch over all of them, because, there's, like, a feature that, that Twitch has, and it's called, like, a VOD track. So it basically allows you to have, like, separate audio things, like one for while you're live, and one will become, like, the sort of past broadcast, you know, like, almost like, kind of like a YouTube video, where you can go back and just, like, fast forward, like, you know, through the video to wherever you want. But the reason why I bring that up is because Twitch has that feature of, like, separate audio tracks. You'll probably, like, hear once you go to Twitch, but there's actually, like, a music, so it's probably a lot more, like, interesting to watch, because instead of, you know, just, like, the game sound and me talking, it's like you can also, like, listen to music, which is probably, like, you know, probably a lot more enjoyable, with, like, music playing in the background instead of just, like, you know, like I was saying, just, my voice plus the game audio. So, in that sense, I would recommend, you know, kind of switching to Twitch. I'm gonna take a lot of these emeralds out. And I'm just gonna throw the paper in here. Gonna swap this out. Okay, yeah, that works. I don't even know if I have room in my, my main shulker box. But, yeah, we really need to, like, start turning this into stuff. Yeah, we're at, like, maxed on gold and iron. So let's make this into emerald blocks. So this guy is bacon, or as a bacon. What country is that on your logo? It's basically just the Canadian flag, but instead of a maple leaf, it's an acorn. So, yeah. D-Main, thanks for following. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome to the stream on Twitch. Yeah, I don't know if you were lurking or if you literally just tuned in, but I was basically saying that, yeah, one benefit of switching to to Twitch is because there's like a separate audio track feature. Is that, you know, as you can hear, there's like music. So I was basically saying it probably is like a lot more enjoyable to watch with like, you know, some music in the background instead of like just the game audio and my voice. Alright, I think, yeah, we're full on gold as well. I feel like I don't really need this much lapis and redstone in here, so I might have to do some, like, reorganization. But yeah, you can see now we're having, like, resources kind of, like, spill out. That's, what's its new name now? That's, the Maple Leaf Nut. Not a dot. I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, I didn't really, like, have a name for it, but, you know, kind of makes sense. Alright, let's grab some clay here. And continue with our stuff. I'm gonna pull out my shovel again, just so that way the XP goes into the shovel. Okay, it's fully repaired. Let's do the pickaxe. Now sword. Saving ourselves a trip to the Enderman farm. I didn't realize you could make brick walls. I think that's my first time, like, seeing that as a, like, a craftable item. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, I think I want to use, like, bricks as the thing that we mainly use here. I still haven't really decided, though, like, how I want to build this base. I'm not really, like, creative, so, you know, it's like you can kind of look around and see here. We have this huge open space. I'm not really sure, like, where I want to, like, begin with this. Like, what room I want to build first. You know, like a furnace room or, like, a storage room. I think, like, a storage room would probably be, like, great. But, I think the storage room would probably be, like, the largest part of the base, because, you know, we need, like, storage for, like, pretty much everything. But yeah. So I think besides brick, I'm not really sure what would go well with that. Actually, hang on, now that I think about it, maybe I can go looking for clay. Although I might need to go, like, somewhere else to find clay. Oh, we only have night vision. Honestly, that might be all we need. Yeah, I think we'll just take night vision and see if we can, silk touch some stuff. I'm gonna go a bit far away from our base to find the clay, because I don't really want to, like, destroy all the rivers. What's up, Extreme? Is this Dream? I would say no, it is not. I guess it could be, like, interpreted in, like, multiple ways, as, you know, is this a dream, like, you know, if it's even real, or, like, if you're talking about the YouTuber. In both cases, though, I guess it would still be no. It's like, you know, this is reality, and I don't have, dreams, like, sick vocals. I think I've only heard like one of his songs before, but I think apparently he's made like multiple songs. I think I saw that on Twitter like weeks or months ago that supposedly he was making new songs or something. Yeah, we're kind of flying past here, but I'm not really seeing any clay. I mean, obviously, I'm not really looking like too hard, but I'm not really seeing clay. Oh, is that some? Yeah, there we go. But overall, I haven't really seen much clay here. What are the courts of the stronghold? If you do /tport, I don't really like advertise this because like there's some stuff wrong with the plugin, but if you do /tport and click on the Eye of Ender, it will like teleport you to the stronghold in front of the end portal if you're interested in heading there. Yeah, make sure you be careful though, because you know there is always the chance that you end up dying. It's not called Twitter anymore? Yeah, I don't really like calling it X, though. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like calling it that because they just don't like Elon. That's not really like the thing with my thing. It's just for me, it will always be like Twitter, you know what I mean? Like, just like X, like, oh, what is that? It just feels so like a weird calling it that. It's like, it's been Twitter for so many years. It just doesn't feel natural, like calling it anything else. Like, when you've been with the platform that long, it's just, like, I don't think it will ever really be X. Maybe after, like, a couple years, if they decide to stick with it, maybe I'll, like, be forced to kind of change my, my vocabulary when I refer to it. But I think it's still, like, too soon. Low-key hoping that they switch it from X back to Twitter. I know a lot of people, like, again, I think this was, like, partly because a lot of people just don't like Elon, but, like, a lot of, like, marketing people, like, I saw were, like, complaining on Twitter, because, that was kind of, like, their goal in, like, their whole careers to get something with the name recognition as, like, Twitter, where it's, like, the logo and the name is known by, like, everyone. Like, that's kind of the goal for, like, a marketing person, and then, like, Elon just comes and, like, throws that away. I know, like, a lot of people were, like, upset about that. But yeah. I know while we're kind of, like, on the topic of it, go to the bird. How are you supposed to make a tweet now? Yeah, they changed, like, the name to post, and instead of retweet, now it's just a repost. It's, like, kind of bad. But yeah, they did change the name of Twitter. Now it's just called X. It's kind of, like, not very good. I will say, like, one thing that, even though I'm not, like, benefiting from it, one thing that I like that they've done is, like, you can actually earn money from Twitter. Like, if you like, you have to be a pretty popular account, because to qualify, you have to get, like, millions of like, impressions on your tweet, like, across, like, I think it's, like, a month or, like, 90 days. It's, like, it's some increment of time. You have to, like, average, I think it's, like, 5 million impressions. But if you manage to meet that requirement, you can actually start getting, like, paid for the ads that are, like, shown on your like, your tweets or whatever. So, like, you can actually earn money from Twitter, which is kind of interesting. I think that's honestly probably, like, a decent change. Being able to actually earn money on, like, ads that are shown on, like, your sort of posts, I think is, like, kind of just makes sense, but it's kind of like interesting to see a company actually do that, because normally they just like keep all of that money for themselves. Yeah, sound like Markiplier. I mean, I haven't really watched Markiplier, so yeah, like I've seen some of his content here and there, but I haven't like actively watched him, so I'm not sure I like fully like remember what his voice sounds like. I feel like I should have gotten like a lot more clay, but maybe just because like I'm talking so much, it's like I feel like a lot more time has passed than it actually has. But I feel like we've broken, like, a lot of clay, and we don't really have, like, too much to show for it in our inventory. He's got a super deep voice. I feel like my voice isn't that deep. Like, when I sometimes listen to it, if I'm, like, just watching a VOD, to like see the quality of the stream and stuff, I feel like it isn't like that deep. Sometimes I think my voice is kind of like I think raspy is kind of the right term. It's like, you know, like I feel like when most people hear their own voice, they are like really critical of it, you know, and I think that's for like good reason, because obviously when you're talking, you don't really pay attention to what you actually sound like. You know, you're just kind of like speaking, but when you go back and listen to it, it's kind of like cringy hearing yourself speak. So, I'm not a fan of that, like hearing my my own voice, but yeah. Hopefully it's not like bad. Because, you know, like I said, when most people hear their own voice, they think it's bad, but hopefully it's not like bad when other people are hearing my voice. I hope. I don't know if it's because like someone actually had like a sort of like condition or something, like where maybe they're like they actually can't speak. But on Twitch, I saw like someone, and like they were actually using a like a text to speech thing to talk. Maybe it was because they didn't like their voice, or yeah, maybe it's because they actually had like a condition or something where they can't speak or something. Or maybe they just, you know, for whatever reason chose to use it. But it was kind of interesting to see that, because I know there's like also things with like, you know, VTubers. I know that's like a popular trend, is, you know, instead of like, it's almost like a face cam, but it's like an animated character instead of like an actual person's like face. It's kind of interesting to see what people are doing nowadays. Don't think anyone likes their own voice. Yeah, I think that's just how it is. You know, you hear it and you're like, oh, what is that? Because I guess, in a sense, you could probably argue it's almost like unnatural to hear your own voice. Because, you know, for like thousands of years, the only way you would hear your own voice is like while you were speaking. And when you're speaking, you probably don't really mind your voice that much. But then when you're like, you know, with technology now, you can actually like listen back to like recordings of your voice. It like sounds like different than when you're actually like speaking, and then you can kind of like be a bit more like critical of like what it actually sounds like. Morgan Freeman probably hates his own voice. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, because, you know, like we were just talking about, I think most people hate their own voice, but with a voice like that, you know, you'd probably want to be talking all the time. It's like, for most, like, you know, maybe not for him, but for, like, other people, it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of nice to hear, like, that voice, you know, like, narrating stuff. Like, I think he's actually narrated, like, documentaries or even in, like, movies. It's like his voice, like, kind of fits really well for, like, whatever he's kind of working on at the time. You become a girl VTuber. Hey, anything's on the table. No, just kidding. Yeah, I probably would never do something like that. I could almost, like, guarantee it, but, yeah. I just think it's interesting, you know, that kind of, like, VTuber trend, how, like, it kind of has taken off. Like, before, I remember there was like this YouTuber I would kind of like follow here and there. And they were posting like, I guess they had like a custom model made, and they were posting stuff, and at the time I didn't even like know what the hell it was. I was like kind of confused like what I was looking at, and then like months later I started like seeing things with that like VTuber trend, and then I like kind of understood like what it was at that point. But it's kind of interesting to see how that like trend has taken off from like not that long ago. Most people probably didn't even know what it was, and then now most people probably do know what like VTubers are. So it's kind of like interesting to see like how fast it's kind of like taken off, that trend. What's up, Ethan? Thanks for following. How you doing? I'm probably gonna head back to my base soon, because even though we haven't gotten like a crazy amount of clay, I think this is probably like enough to probably last a little bit, because I still don't even know what I want to do exactly with my base, so there's a chance I might even like decide to not use bricks. So it might be a bit too early to get like super invested in harvesting all the clay. Alright, I'm gonna T-port back. You were a VTuber, actually? Or are you just saying that? I can definitely, like, see the appeal of it, though, because, like, me personally... Also, I just realized it's the wrong chest. I can see the appeal because I mean, I don't know if because I actually, like, you know, official stats to, like, sort of back up my claims here. You know, like, right now, it's just, like, source, trust me, bro. But, I think just based on what I've personally seen, I'm pretty sure, like, it has to do with, kind of, like, almost like a human connection. Like, even if you're using, like a VTuber model, I think people like kind of having something there, you know, like, even if it's just a VTuber, like, animated character, it's like, you know, it's following your, like, facial expressions and stuff. It kind of adds a bit more of like a sort of human element to it, because I think, like, in terms of, like, viewership, I think people do tend to more gravitate to people that do use things like face cams, because, you know, I think it's probably easier to, like, connect to someone when you, like, see their face. I think that actually, like, was in, like, some sort of, like, philosophy class I took at one point. I forget the name of the philosopher, but it was, like, I think it was, like, in the class, it was talking about, like, if you see someone's face, you're more, like, inclined to help them or something like that, because, you know, like, it's, like, something about, like, the humanity aspect behind it, you know. If you can, like, add a face to a person, it kind of makes them, like, more real, I guess, in your mind, so to speak. And then, you know, you kind of want to, like, help them more than versus if you, like, didn't know anything about a person. But yeah, it's like, I think that's what I'm kind of, like, getting at, is that there is, like, a kind of human aspect, so I think that's probably why, like, there is a bit of an appeal for, like, that kind of thing. Like, face cams in general, but also with like, VTuber stuff as well. I was about to delete the channel because someone I knew found it. It's fun, but kind of weird concept for me. Yeah. I kind of feel that, to be honest. I mean, I never... Well, in terms of, like, YouTube stuff, I have a ton of videos that were, like, privated because, like, they were extremely crappy. But that was one thing I always found, like, super cringe as well, is, you know, like, when people that I knew would, like, talk about the channel or, like, pull it up on their phone or something. It would, like, you know, I literally, like, die of cringe. So I kind of feel where you're coming from with that, to be honest. So I don't really blame you in that sense. Like, I didn't end up, like, deleting the stuff, and at the time I still had the videos up, but, like, I think it was, like, a couple years ago I was, like, looking at the channel as a whole, and I was like, yeah, I don't really want, like, that stuff on there anymore, because it was, like, made when I was, like, really young. So I ended up, like, removing that stuff. But yeah, I can kind of feel where you're coming from. It's always like really awkward, you know, that kind of stuff. I mean, the same could even be said about like streaming too. Is like, you know, sometimes like someone I know IRL like pops in and it's like a little bit awkward. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, in that sense, what I was talking about with the like VTuber stuff, I can kind of see the appeal behind it because I don't really think I'd ever want to do like an actual face cam, but because I think like it is probably easier to grow with that kind of like almost human like interaction with something like a face cam, it probably would, maybe like the VTuber thing would be something I might consider in the future at some point, but personally I still find it like a little bit cringe because, you know, it is just like an animated avatar there. It's like, you know, if you look at like my emotes, for example, on Twitch and Kick, we kind of have like a squirrel mascot, so I feel like that would have to be like the VTuber thing, but then at that point, then it comes across as if I was like a furry or something, which is something I wouldn't want. Did it help that I was actually a Kakarot VTuber? It's a joke, by the way. I'm being serious. Dang. Yeah, I guess that would add a bit more of like embarrassment if someone you knew found it. So I definitely can kind of understand that even more now. But yeah, I think it kind of depends, you know. Because even though it might be awkward if you were like successful at it, it would probably be something that you might want to like continue with. You know what I mean? Because even though there might be like a cringe element to it, if you were doing like well with it, then, you know, maybe it'd be something that you should like stick with. Because, you know, it is like kind of hard to grow for most people. So if you're able to get that growth, you know, it's probably, you know, you want to like kind of use it to your advantage. Trying to think about what I want to do. I don't really want to like work on the base, to be honest. I'm kind of like, you know, more just like in a chill mode at the moment. You know, we're just kind of talking about random stuff. Maybe I'll take all this coal with me and put it in our furnaces over here. Actually, wait for that to finish cooking. But yeah, I was mentioning this a bit earlier. It's like I'm not really sure what to do on the server because we have to like finish our base here. But as you can see, I haven't really started. Like it's literally just an empty box. So I'm not really sure where I want to go with this exactly. I don't know if I want to change the floor or what, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I think a lot can kind of change with my plans for the base. I think like right now we're just cooking up the bricks in preparation to work on the base. But I still am kind of unsure of like how I want it to look in the end. Alright, let me start putting the coal in here. I can hear, yeah, the phantoms. Alright. Also, I want to see something with the clay. Alright. Wow, okay, you can't do it unless, Okay, you can't do it. I kind of wish in the crafting bench you could just convert the clay blocks into like the small clay pieces. It kind of sucks that that we have to like break them down with a shovel manually. That kind of sucks. Where do I want to like break this? Let's break it here, I guess. This is where we were doing it earlier, so it just kind of makes sense. These phantoms are kind of annoying, I won't lie. Yeah, well, even let me hit them. Yeah, that's one issue with the claim system, is that if you can claim your own plot, it's like a lot of the time it has like issues with you like attacking mobs. Like the mobs can't damage you, which is like good, but like most of the time it doesn't let you damage them either. So sometimes you get things like this, where there'll be phantoms, you know, just like kind of running into you, or sometimes, you know, like let's say a zombie is like right up against you, and like even though it's not damaging you, it's just like, you know, making zombie noises and like kind of pushing you a little bit. It's kind of annoying sometimes. You can just lead them out of the plot and then like kill them that way, but yeah, that's not always like ideal. Alright. Start cooking all of this up. Alright, I'm gonna take the bricks with me because I just want to like take a look. I think I want to have like multiple entrances into the base. And I almost think I do want like an underwater entrance, but I'm not really sure exactly of like how I want to do it. Is kind of my problem. Yeah, look at that. You can see those beady green eyes. It's like desperately trying to kill me. Do acorns do? If you're talking about like the Twitch channel points, there isn't really too much you can do with them. On the server, if you like open up the menu, well, if you open up the channel point menu on Twitch, you can kind of see like stuff listed there. You can like redeem the points for like rewards. Like you have to be logged into the server when you redeem them, and you have to have your Twitch account linked. So like if you do in the in-game chat, I think it's like /SD Twitch space your Twitch name. I think that will link your account, and then you'll get drops for watching the stream, whether you're on the server or whether I'm playing Minecraft or not. You'll still get drops, but for the channel points, you have to be on the server when you redeem them. But you can see you can redeem like resources, like diamonds, even like netherite scraps. You can get like armor trims. There's also like some other stuff you can get, like a netherite upgrade. You can get like totems of undying. You can even get like elytra wings. So it basically allows you to just, you know, like while you're here watching, you can get points, and then you can redeem it for stuff you can actually like use on the server. But besides like the Minecraft stuff, there isn't really like too much currently that you can do with the points. I'm trying to think of like where I want this entrance to be. I'm thinking like kind of in the middle. But let me see. If I break this, like what happens? Okay, yeah, water flows in. I'm a genius, by the way. It's like, it turns out if you break the glass holding water back, the water will flow through there. So yeah, I think if we maybe put like trap doors or something, it might like kind of work out, but I don't really know. Or maybe we just have to have like regular doors like we have over there. I want to have like a way to have like no glass and just have like a water wall, but like the water isn't like flowing all over the place. I think maybe signs would do it, but that might only have to be like a 2 block thing. Kind of like this, you know? If we were to move those 4 blocks and put like signs on the sides, that would, I think, stop the water. But I'd kind of want maybe like a bit of a larger entrance. But yeah, I'm not really sure like where I want to go with this. I think I do want like a potion room though. I just don't really know where I want to put it. Like we need certain things like a storage room, furnace room, stuff like that. It's just I'm like not really sure exactly where I want to put that in the base. As I was saying, that is kind of one problem with like having such a huge open space is, you know, it's kind of difficult to decide like where to get started. Like where do I put like certain rooms and all that kind of thing, you know, it is kind of a lot to think about. I think I'll probably be getting off here pretty soon though, because this was mainly just meant to be like a kind of like short stream. How long have I been on for? Yeah, only like an hour and a half, so not really long at all, but I just wanted to hop on for a bit, and you know, I'm hoping that I can start coming on again, because yeah, I've been kind of like lazy recently with not really coming on much, but we'll see what happens, but I'm hoping to get back into the groove of things, so ideally, I'll hopefully be on tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I appreciate everyone chilling with me. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you next time I'm online, which, like I said, will hopefully be tomorrow, but if not, I'll post on Discord, and I'll hopefully post on Discord. But yeah, until next time, thanks everyone. Have a great night.